Should we talk about the elephant in the room? Glowing looks lately?
Basically, should we talk about your DSLs?
My mom might be watching that. Welcome to the vlog, you guys. Jason and I are going to do a little weekend vlog for you because we have not done one in a while, and I really believe they're one of your favorites. I mean, how could they not be? You're hanging with the Coreys, and we're just like as cool as it gets. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's like 3 o'clock now. Had kind of a busy morning because there was a Buff Bunny launch, so I did like a little live. I was on YouTube doing a live and on my phone a lot. So after the lives, usually Jason and I like to kind of go out, grab a bite to eat, be off the phone for a bit. So I'm craving some steak. I haven't had steak in forever.
What's new?
I know, but I haven't. When's the last
Kara's
time I had
always
steak?
craving the meats. Why are you blushing?
I'm not. I don't know the last time I've had steak though, babe. It's been forever, right?
It's been a bit.
It's been a long time. I always accommodate you and we go get seafood instead.
Because I like seafood
so
much.
I do too. I'm just like really wanting some filet. And so we're gonna go to Texas Roadhouse.
We haven't been there in a couple years.
Years, more than a couple of years. I feel like it's been like 5 years. That's where I always would want to go when Mark was coaching me, and I'd get like a cheat meal or free meal or whatever.
Yep.
I'd love going there. Yeah, when I was marathon training too, we'd go there for like.
Yeah, we used to go there a lot.
Then
we just stopped.
I know. So
we're gonna give it a go.
Hopefully it's as good as we remember it to be. So Jason's been posting a ton more over on his YouTube channel, and you guys have to check out this video, but I just want to show you a sneak peek.
He's home alone. Gotta be kidding me. You want to come back tonight? Huh? I don't think that's a good idea, Harry.
Look, that house is the only reason we started working this block in the first place. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it. We'll come back about 9 o'clock.
There's your sneak peek. So good.
And I just hit 10,000 subscribers on my channel. So go on over, like, subscribe, ring my ding-a-ling.
I support you in that.
Can you let them know that it is okay to ring my ding-a-ling?
I give you all permission to bring my man's ding-a-ling. So this is what I was looking at for you the other day. So I thought it would taste like the old school McDonald's apple pies. Or no?
Not at all.
Not even close?
Comment down below if you know what she's talking about with the old school fried McDonald's apple pies.
Canada still has them, I think, right?
Popeyes sells them.
Popeyes.
They're so good. What are you putting in it?
Just a little half and half and a little Splenda. Do the 6-ounce Dallas filet.
Would you like extra?
Medium.
How was it?
Just as good as I remember. Some people would want to eat cinnamon rolls. I'd rather eat a dinner roll with some cinnamon butter on it. I got myself a filet with some vegetables, green beans, mixed vegetables, and then I also ate 2 rolls with cinnamon butter on it. They were delicious. Totally worth it. Hoping the steak is just as good. Just a little bit of pink. Just a little bit. Get it medium done. Medium done. Medium. Medium's how I get it done.
I only work 2.5 hours.
Delicious. About to eat myself a little bit of dinner. This is something I've been really enjoying lately. I've got just some slow cooked chicken breast down there, and then on top of it are refried black beans. You gotta get the black beans. There's something about them. They're so tasty. Great source of protein. Looks a little juicy in there right now from the salsa I put on there. Put a little bit of salsa and then some fresh homemade, not homemade by me, homemade by Wegmans, some homemade guac on top. And it's just like a nice little bowl. That way I don't eat as much meat. I'm getting more protein from the beans, and it just hits the spot like a little bit of Mexican. So I'm gonna eat that, and then my little treat for the night is gonna be my favorite red wine, which is the 19 Crimes, the Banisher, and we're gonna pour ourselves a nice fat glass of that. And I'm gonna do some puzzling because it's Saturday night and I'm getting turned. And one of the things I really enjoy doing lately, along with Jason, is puzzling. So Jason and I completed one puzzle that he got for me for Christmas. It was the 90s. So after we finished it, I felt like I went through withdrawal. I was like, I need a new puzzle to do. So we got the new millennium, which it's all pop culture kind of events that occurred during that decade. So it's really fun. And there's something about doing puzzling that, like, you do have to use your mind a little bit. You have to think a little bit. You know, you get into it, and I find it very calming and like therapeutic. So if you're looking for a new release or some other way to kind of stress relief, kind of maybe you're not into yoga, meditation, doing puzzles, it's good for the soul. It's so much fun. So I encourage you to pick up a good puzzle on a Saturday night with your man or whomever, your Bruce Wayne, your dog, even by yourself. Enjoy yourself a little puzzle. Post-workout meal, I am starving right now. I just wanted something filling. I've been craving beans a lot lately, which I know is a bit odd, but my breakfast this morning is looking kind of similar to what I had for dinner last night, but I just made up a little breakfast taco. I don't know that it's really a breakfast taco, but I'm eating it for breakfast. I have some slow-cooked chicken in there with some refried black beans and salsa, so I put that in the microwave, heated it up. I'm using one of these protein wraps from Aldi. This was in my Aldi haul a couple weeks ago, and they actually are still good, thankfully. And I think they taste really good. A few people were asking me if I like the protein wraps. I think they taste great. So I've got this in a protein wrap with some salsa, guacamole, and I'm gonna wrap it up and eat it. And it sounds delicious. Just loving these black beans.
So sexual.
Maybe you show the black beans.
I was too caught up in showing the sexualness of you eating that.
This is the brand I got, and they're so good. Getting a lot of mouth shots today, Jay. Forgot the camera in the car, but we did go out and grab a little coffee. Interesting fact, Jason and I have lived where we live now for almost 10 years, right, babe?
10 years in November.
10 years in November. And it was like, what, a year or so ago? That like...
2 summers ago, we were bike riding 2 summers ago.
Yeah.
And we're like, wait, the thruway's right there, like the thruway like park thing.
Wait, I thought we threw in coffee shops like in our maps, and it showed there was a Starbucks like 2 miles away. And we're like, what? Where is there a Starbucks where we live? We're out in Chittenango, New York in the country, you know, like where is there a Starbucks? We're like, for shits and gigs, let's just check it out. And it turns out it's part of the thruway stop, and the thruway stop is like basically in our backyard. So we just drive there and park in like the employee parking section and like walk through to get Starbucks. But it's literally just like 3 minutes from our house. And I'm sorry that was a long story, but
we can't get to it on the thruway.
Right.
It would be like 20 minutes if we were to get in the thruway to do it.
Right. So it's just like, it makes me so happy to know that there's Starbucks literally right in our backyard. We can just come over here, park, hop in, get a little caffeine, and...
What'd you get?
I don't even know what kind it was. It was a dark roast coffee, and I put some half and half and Splenda in there. That seems like it's so super close to my face. Yeah? No?
No.
Okay.
Wide angle.
And then Jason got a girly drink. Got him an iced Americano, the skinny mocha.
How's that girly?
Because it's skinny mocha.
How is that girly? Because it's skinny mocha?
You don't look like someone that would say, can I get a grande with skinny mocha in it, please?
I wouldn't look like what?
You don't look like someone that would order that drink.
But how did you just say it?
Can I get a grande skinny mocha, please?
Yeah, I would never order like that. I'd be like, can I get a grande skinny mocha, please? That's not how she said it.
That's not how you would say it either.
That's how I said it is how I would say it. You're adding all this feminine flair to it. I would not be like that.
You're going to aggravate all the feminists right now. Be careful what you say. Watch your words, man. All right, you stay there and just stare at us and wiggle your tail. I just want to do a quick little update with with J and K, with the Coreys and Bruce Wayne. Should we talk about the elephant in the room? No, you don't know what the elephant in the room is. Should we talk about my glowing looks lately?
Basically, should we talk about your DSLs?
My mom might be watching this.
Barbara's gonna be Googling what DSL means.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god. I don't want to give anyone visuals. Yes, I'm not going to make a big deal of it. No, I didn't film a video. I did not plan on it. Yes, your girl did get a tinge of lip filler.
A tinge? What's a tinge?
It's less than a syringe is a tinge. A lot of people get a full syringe. I did not. It was a decision I made. It was something I had been thinking about that I wanted for a very long time. So for those of you that have commented on the videos, the answer is yes, and that's pretty much all I was going to say about that. So if you guys have more questions about it, just a picking head.
Bruce Wayne, you're gonna have to move. Lay down. Lay your head down. I'm gonna have to boot you.
In other news, I thought it was really interesting as I was doing like some of my client check-ins today, just the general theme of the world right now and just
the craziness.
It's panic, and I am so not someone that gets panicked about stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like, there are certain things that stress me the heck out. They make me anxious. It disrupts my life. But this is something. This is not something that I'm in full out panic on. But I see it and feel it. Obviously, I work in a hospital. I work in healthcare, so we have to think about worst case scenarios. We have to have emergency management plans in place, things like that. But it just, the escalation of how things went this past week are unreal. Like, I was not anticipating how things were gonna go. I didn't understand why people were stocking up on toilet paper.
People are just panicking, and what's going on is it's making things worse because everyone's panicking. So The grocery stores are cleared out. The grocery stores should not be cleared out. It's not like an issue where you should buy everything in the grocery store. You're just hurting everyone else and causing more issues.
Where like they had to put limits on how much you could purchase, and even
so annoying.
Jason and I went out to, I don't think we've vlogged that, but like we went to 2 different stores today with no toilet paper. I went to the grocery store earlier this week, literally just for like our normal weekly groceries that I get after work on a Thursday night, and there was no paper products to be found. There was not a frozen vegetable to be found. And then I was in line, which I thought at the time was bad. I've now seen the Costco videos, but I was in line for 30 minutes, and I was just like, this is crazy. But why I kind of wanted to bring this up too is because I feel like there's some things we can control and some things we can't control in this world. One of the things we can control, always can control, is how we treat each other. And like, this just gives me a glimpse of if we truly were in the zombie apocalypse.
Like The Walking Dead, people are killing each other. That's what's gonna happen.
We're all turning on each other.
There's
fucking
fist
quick.
Fights over toilet paper.
And I was telling
because of
Jason,
a virus. It's not like it's, and I'm not trying to say it's not dangerous for people that are elderly or
not trying to minimize
or have
the
respiratory
risks.
issues, but like people are just taking it beyond what they need to because people like drama. People like to just be all up in everyone else's business and drama. So like they just like overemphasize everything.
Yeah, it's like the panic that's being created. I don't think, because we're not sitting here being panicked, doesn't mean we're not empathetic to the situation, to those that it's impacting, to how serious it is, to the risks associated with it. But panic doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't necessarily put you in a better position to deal with these situations if you're panicked.
They don't.
The person behind me in line at the grocery store, for instance, I was telling Jason, like, any time I'd inch forward, she would, like, jam into me. She would, like...
Bruce Wayne, let's go.
So anyways, it was just kind of nutso walking through the grocery store. Like, I couldn't even get through. Like, people wouldn't move so you could even get through the aisle. And then when I finally got in line, the woman behind me, like, anytime I would move an inch, she would, like, ram her cart into the back of me. Like,
people are so
I was like, ma'am,
crazy.
You're not going to be able to check out any quicker just because you are that close to me. And, like, I was trying to be one of the courteous people and, like, leave a space so that other, people with their carts could navigate through the grocery store, and like people.
What'd she think? Somebody's just gonna come and place her cart in front of her and like ignore her? Like,
I think so. I could see it with some people that just kindness and courtesy, it was gone. They were in cutthroat. I'm gonna cut a bitch. to get their supplies and get out of there, and they didn't care about anyone. And I was even saying to the girl checking me out, like, I hope people are being nice to you. And you could tell she was just like super sweet, and she didn't want to like say anything like mean, but she was like, I'm just trying to be as nice as I can to everyone, and you know, that's all I can do. And I don't know, it just seems like people are in panic mode, and I don't know that that's helpful. And I don't know.
It's not helpful.
I almost feel like I don't even know what to do or say about it on social media. Like, I feel weird talking about it. I feel weird not talking about it. I'm not an expert.
Everyone, like, gets so angry. Like, I won't...
That's just it. I feel like, I don't know, can I just post like normal on social media? Are people going to think I'm being insensitive? Because I know for me right now, like, this is working in a hospital. This is all I'm dealing, like last week it was all we dealt with, and it's not going away anytime soon. For those of us that work in healthcare, on that side of things, with making sure we're taking care of our patients. So like when I'm scrolling through my Instagram feed, I kind of don't want to see it, but that's just me. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do right now. I wish I could be more helpful for folks. If there's some way I can be more helpful, let me know. Like I was telling Jason, like, for those who are high risk and really shouldn't be entering grocery stores, like, is there somewhere I can sign up to go grocery shop for people? Because I would gladly like help out some older folks in my area, or high risk, or those who have, you know, medical issues and things like that. I mean, there are certain people we know are more susceptible, right? So I don't know. I wish I could do something more to help in that regard, but I just don't feel like stirring up the panic or using my platform to, like, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to go there, but I just keep seeing all these influencers like giving their top tips. I don't know. I think I'm just going to like not talk about it, I guess, anymore.
I'm over it. It's like, just don't close my gyms. Don't take all the groceries because I need to eat.
Right, I know. It's
you
like,
know, it's
you don't
like,
want to panic, but because everyone else is panicking,
person.
I said to Jason, like, should we try to get ahead of things and like get more
and
groceries?
I'm like, no, you're just adding to the problem.
We don't have any toilet paper. All we have is the toilet paper on our 2 bathroom, like.
I wash my butt in the shower anyways. I don't use toilet paper.
I think we can settle down a touch right there.
Yes, people need to chill.
I guess I just don't understand it. But I feel like I'm a pretty laid back person. It takes a lot to get me super rattled where I'm going to be running around in a panic. But I know people are concerned with layoffs and losing their jobs because places are closing, and
manufacturing's all screwed up.
Yeah.
It's going to definitely impact people's businesses, which really sucks.
It's going to impact the economy.
And then if people running businesses, I see people running businesses being attacked because they're trying to make a living.
Right.
The people running businesses, they're not, because it's business as usual, doesn't mean they're trying to take advantage. Are they jacking up the prices? If they're not, no.
Right, I mean.
Are they selling like masks and stuff?
Right, like emergency kits or things like that?
So like, because like you're a supplement company or a clothing company, doesn't mean you're a crappy person because you're trying to earn a living still. Life has to go on.
Right,
the world goes on.
We have to keep going. Like the more panicked and like high stressed we all get, it seems like the more quickly people are apt to attack each other and be negative and not be kind. So it just feels like in a world where social media is like huge and people are behind their computers trolling anyways, like these are uber sensitive times where I just feel like you're gonna see a bit more of that, and it's unnecessary. I don't know.
100% unnecessary.
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know what more to say about it, honestly. If there's some avenue you guys know that I can help people out with grocery shopping or I don't know. I just want to like help people out right now. I don't really know how, quite honestly. So you guys sometimes have more knowledge than I do.
I don't know how you do with how little time we have as it is.
I love helping people.
And you love grocery shopping.
I love helping people. This is like one of the things where people are like, why don't you just only work like online or work from home? Which I'm not saying like that wouldn't be something I might do someday, but I enjoy working with people.
That's why you do both.
That's why I do both. But I really do enjoy working with people and helping people. That's where I get my most satisfaction, and especially the face-to-face interactions. Like I have so many great memories of working in nursing homes. Like I have such a special spot for like the geriatric population. So love them. But anyways, I don't know, guys. That's just like a little ramble talk because I thought it was worth at least saying something. Like, it feels weird to not say anything at
about
the
the
same...
DSLs?
Let's just say he's happy with them and that's all that matters, so... Okay, I don't even know if that can go in here, can it?
Of course. We didn't show it.
I think we have to stop now. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that. Are you going to put us in a box like Barb from The Bachelor?
Barb from The Bachelor? Wouldn't be a Barb from The Bachelor in a box.
What?
What? What do you mean?
Don't act like you didn't watch the Bachelor finale with me.
I didn't. I went to bed.
You watched some of it. Barb was in a box and she was rolling
It's not like I picked up the remote and said, hey, I'm going to watch The Bachelor now.
She was rolling her eyes. She was talking smack to her husband.
I was forced to watch it.
Just wanted to share with you some workout footage
My
today.
hair is long.
Yes, it is. It's getting voluptuous. Girthy.
Like the DSLs?
Today I worked out with Jason and we did kind of a full, well, you called it full body. It was like abs, legs, and back, right?
Yeah.
Those were all three of the areas that we hit. I started off with some foam rolling of the quads because I have been having some serious knee pain to the point that it's really impacting a lot of the workouts I'm doing. So I'm going to try this avenue first. I really think it comes down to a tight quads. Really tight quads. They're literally knotted up where I just feel like I am in severe pain on that foam roller. So I'm trying to loosen them up that way and then do what I can with modifications on my workout. I've had to do a lot of that this past year, and I'm here to tell you that you guys can modify and still get in a bomb workout. So you just have to be flexible with it.
Work with your body.
Work with your body. Don't try to work against it. Like, I don't care how young or old you are. There's no sense in pushing through
And there's
pain.
so many ways to do things. Because you can't squat with a barbell on your back. Why can't you front squat or goblet squat or something else like that?
Right.
That does the same type of movement, but just a different way.
Right. And for me too, I just sometimes have to be, little modifications within a certain workout, like even doing the vertical leg press. I put my feet in just a position that I did feel the knee pain, but then when I adjusted for it with the width of my feet and how I place them and push through, sometimes just those small tweaks like that make a difference. It made a difference for me. So everyone's body is different. So I like to remind people of that. Just because you see someone place their feet a certain way doesn't mean you should be doing it that same exact way. Really
I started with lunges
and
she couldn't.
I couldn't. I tried body weight lunging and that was after I rolled
I
things
know
out.
I know the pain you're talking about. I get it sometimes. Or across the kneecap.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's like, it's so hard to do things. So
it feels like my legs are going to give out.
It's either don't work out or work out a different body part or completely change your workout, which you did.
That's what I did. I just changed things up. So, and it was still a good workout. So I switched it up and did the vertical leg press. I did, after that we did leg extensions? Did we go right into leg extensions?
I think so. We may be missing something. This ain't formal. We ain't formal up in here during this workout.
I thought we did something else too. Seated hamstring curls.
Yes, seated hamstring curls. And then we started doing back.
Yep. So hit a few leg movements, and then for back, what do we start with?
We started with barbell rows.
Barbell rows, yes.
Barbell rows. I think 4 sets.
Yep. Did 4 sets of those.
And then I went to 1 arm row, and you went to the cable.
I did a cable row.
To do a cable row.
Yep. And for me, I feel like with back, that's my strongest body part. I can always go my heaviest on back day, but I just did shoulders and chest the other day. And I do still have some noticeable kind of soreness from my shoulder fracture. So coming into back day, that's actually where I'm finding I have to be the most careful. It's not on shoulder day, it's on back day with my movements and how I'm moving my arm and squeezing it and all that kind of stuff. So I am still being very cognizant of using an appropriate weight instead of going balls to the wall like I used to in my prep days with the heaviest weight I could start with. I don't do that. I start with a lighter. I got really crusty there for a second.
Do we need to do a gender check?
Peter tap.
Why are you snorting?
Because I do sometimes. Just Peter tap me. You Gender checked me.
I gender checked my wife.
It's gender neutrality up in here, right?
Yes. Oh, we're gonna get so much hate in this video.
Weenie. Okay. Rachel, good luck to you and your teeny weenie.
That was so funny.
That was distracting. But yeah, so I usually start with a lighter weight and I try to go more like rep range of 15 to 20 to see how it feels before I beef up my weight. So that's just where I'm going with back right now. I'm really just kind of focusing on not overdoing stuff still, and that's okay. So we did that, and then we did the lat pull-downs, if you will, on the cable machine.
Mm-hmm. We did it weird.
Yeah, it's like an isolateral movement,
yep.
Right? And I don't know, I feel the squeeze in those really good. That usually gets my lats really sore.
I feel like it's really easy to not use your arm and literally use your lat to pull it in.
I think so too,
I like it a lot.
Yep, and for me, just on that movement, I have to be cognizant of my core and keeping it tight and making sure for me I don't have that anterior pelvic tilt that I can have in that position. So it's really important for me in a lot of the movements you're seeing in this workout today, just keeping my core engaged. Oh yeah, we did core too. We forgot to talk about that, but we started the workout with a couple ab movements. And yeah, I like starting workouts with abs. People always ask me about that, and Jason kind of turned me on to that, if you will, because it just kind of helps warm you up for your workout. You know, instead of jumping right into a lift, either hop on some cardio or do some abs and really get your body warmed up. So
a lot of people finish with abs. A lot of coaches said people finish with abs. But like, I'm like, I'd rather do them first and get like my spine moving and like, you know, like, I don't know. I just much rather do it at the beginning of the workout.
Yeah, I agree. I enjoy that. I quite enjoy that.
Yep.
I think is that all we did?
That's about it.
That's everything?
How you feeling? Post shoulder.
Post shoulder, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I will say, like, not going through an injury, I just assumed everything would be like where it was. Like I felt like
I can't believe at 48 that's the first time you've been injured.
You fucker. Damn, I look good for 48. Look at this. I look so good for 48. You ass. I guess I just kind of assumed at this stage of the game I would have felt like I never had an injury ever. I didn't realize, like...
never been hurt. It's like in her life, I'm like...
You actually kind of feel it forever, so that's kind of a newsflash.
You make it 35 years without getting hurt.
Heads up.
That's pretty good.
Right? Heads up if you guys have... Did you just call me 48 again?
No.
Okay. So I'm still feeling like some tenderness, nothing super painful, nothing sharp. I need to keep doing my PT movements. That really does help. I would say like anything overhead for me is still a little bit challenging with like getting the weight up there, but I think things are on the right path. I think we're doing a good job.
Now, if you were to compete, how do you think the booty would look from all that extra booty work?
I think the booty would look pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I feel like the way my body looks right now, like even though like body fat wise, I'm not like even close to where I could compete or anything like that, but for like my composition from like body fat compared to muscle, I'm like, damn, boo. Damn, is that you? Like, you look good. I feel pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. We all have our days, but then sometimes I'm like, you know what? Like, things look nice. Like, my hamstrings are there. They're present. The booty pops. There's, like, a clear separation from booty to hamstring. That's something I didn't have 10 years ago. It was, like, straight booty to hamstring, you know? It just went straight down. Like, so I just feel good. Like, I think it's been good to kind of be in this place the past year almost where I've just been, like, not under eating. Number one, there were really no hard dieting phases. Even when I worked with Brian, it was like my macros did not get low.
No.
Never did that. I would see changes because I was being consistent. So I never went on low macros, been eating good. I've been training. I have some weeks where I only hit the gym 3 to 4 times to lift, but for the most part, I'm lifting 5 times a week, doing cardio 2-3 times a week, nothing crazy, nothing overtaxing my body, and really prioritizing sleep.
Your upper body, I bet, definitely wouldn't look any less than before.
I'm hoping not.
It doesn't look it to me.
No,
I mean, you never know until you actually get that lean.
Yeah,
There's no way to tell. Do you like how you can see the mic right there in the mirror? It's the mic in the mirror.
There it is.
There's the tip of the mic.
Gosh. Yeah, I mean, I think I gained a noticeable amount of like body fat in that arm, in that tricep.
In both, probably.
In both. My arms definitely are something I'm a little more like self-conscious of. That's why I tend to wear long sleeves in the gym more than I ever used to, because I never used to be self-conscious of my arms. But like at the same time, I'm like, whatever, I have more body fat there. I'm still healthy. I'm still fit. I'm gaining strength. I'm taking good care of myself. There's some things I could be doing better in terms of my recovery, I think, with like the stretching and the foam rolling and all that to help with my tightness. But overall, I think we're in a good place. And
nice.
Yeah, I think the muscle's still all there. I hope
it's all there. It's probably back. At least maybe not all the way back, but at least pretty close.
Yeah, we're working towards it, and I think I had wanted to reach out to Brian and start working with him again soon if he has room for me, because I really haven't been doing like when I work with Brian. What's nice about that is I have a consistent training plan where he makes me track my workouts. Like, this is how many sets you did, how many reps, how much you lifted, and you have to be really like
on top of it.
On top of stuff. That's why I'm like, ooh, do I want to do that just yet or not? It's a lot. You really have to be on top of your stuff. And also, I'm a gym hopper, so that doesn't really lend itself.
It makes it tough.
It makes it tough because
cable machine A may feel lighter than cable machine C.
So different. I saw that before where I'd be like, Brian, heads up, I know it looks like I lost like 30 pounds of strength this week,
I just went to a different gym.
But I went to a different gym, or they didn't have a hack squat machine here, so I had to do this. So, for him as a coach, it's kind of like, I'm sure, hard for him to assess. So I haven't jumped back into coaching until I could be like ready to be consistent and have a set game plan. Like, this is the gym I'm going to for each and every workout, and I am going to be consistent with cardio.
So you can gym hop, you just have to track which gym you did your workout at.
Exactly.
I'm going to go to Crunch Fitness for legs.
This is where
I'm going to go to Well Rounded for chest. I'm going to go to Powerhouse for shoulders. Yeah, we go to 3 gyms.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. And I do think if I start doing that, I think I'll see more improvements because I'll be more consistent. But I wanted to wait to work with him till I felt like I could get a bit of my own strength back first before hopping into a program where I'm like, where you're almost still kind of doing your own thing anyways. Yeah, I would kind of have to, because anything he'd give me for a workout, I'd probably be like, oh, sorry, I had to modify. I think I'm at a place now where I can get back into most of the lifts, except for the ones the PT told me not to do, which obviously I share with
smart.
Brian.
You have to be smart about stuff.
I
stuff
can't tell if I'm going to burp or puke. I feel like the dog when he does it.
Fun fact, she had broccoli cheese pizza once.
What?
Wasn't it? Yeah. That ended up in the sink. The next morning.
I didn't make it to the garbage.
The next morning it was still there. Because it was so thick it didn't drain down the sink.
It was stinky. And guess what? Fun fact, this guy can't smell.
So guess who cleaned it up?
So fun fact, babe, will you clean up my throw up?
It was... I can still see the broccoli chunks.
Ew. On that note,
she wasn't drinking or doing anything dumb. It literally just, I think it was just like food poisoning.
It was like a stomach bug.
I think it was food poisoning.
Oh,
we're talking St. Lawrence Center.
That was
Messina, New York, Sbarro's Pizza.
Where it's been like sitting out for hours. It's like, there's no temperature control. It's just the dairy.
Was it Sbarro's?
It was Sbarro's for sure.
I don't think their food safety was up to par.
Probably not.
Yeah. So I hope you liked the video. Are we ending it here?
I think we should end it here now that I feel like we've way overshared in this video.
All right, we're going to end it here.
If you guys liked videos with us, you may not now. We don't know. If you do, let us know.
Let us know if you like the vlogs, because we kind of stopped vlogging for a bit.
Yeah, the vlogs are a lot. They're time consuming, because you're sharing so much of your life and you're thinking about...
And my issue is I'm so I want everything to look so good, and because of that, it holds...
I don't care as much about that.
It holds me back.
It does.
Because I'm like, no, because it won't look perfect, and this mic that you see, It was only used in the last 2 clips. Normally it's in the kitchen, and I'm like, no, let me get the lights out. Let me get the mic out.
So where I just want to like film a quick clip, like, oh, let me show you guys my lunch.
I think it needs to be like somewhere in the middle. You know, they can have the nice crispy audio.
Right.
Where people like your voice. Where before they used to say that your voice was annoying. Remember that?
Yeah, when I first started YouTube.
Everyone thought her voice was annoying. Now
when
she
I
always
first
just comments
YouTube,
like, your voice is so sensual.
They love it. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't get as many of those comments.
No, now you get, everyone loves your voice.
I think it's because when I started on YouTube, like, it was predominantly males that were coming to my channel.
And also, your voice probably did sound different because there wasn't a good mic. There wasn't a good mic, and you were so, like, uptight. Like,
don't eat beans before you film.
The beans don't bother your stomach because she's eating a ton of beans. No, I'm good with beans. And then she farts on me just now. You legit just farted on me.
I'm going to fart again if you don't stop. It hurts.
And now, like, that's going to directly vibrate on that's going to vibrate me if you fart again. I just lit like an hour ago. She's eaten beans for like the 10th time in the past 2 days.
The past 24 hours, I've had like 2 full cups of refried beans.
I'm like, beans don't bother you? Nah, one of those foods that don't bother me. And then she's farting like a man.
Why do I sound like a truck driver? Nah.
Because that's how your butt sounds.
That's not how I sound.
Fit Trucker, does her butt sound like a truck driver's butt? He's going to say yes.
Why did you make me sound like a truck driver named Flo? Nah.
Okay, we're just getting out of control. This should just end right
No one's gonna. My foot's asleep and I have to pee a little bit. I might pee a little bit if we don't stop.
We're cutting it out here. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, ring my ding-a-ling.